Hi everyone, we are Tech. This is my new toy. I found it from the Airsoft Taiwan and I think it's very interesting, so I want to share with you guys. This is the KWC called the 75 model. And you can see there are independent serial numbers, the KWC trademark. Once I release the slide, you can see the 6mm caliber. And on the other side, you can see the trademark. And there are also 4 holes on the side of the frame. Maybe there will be a rail and I can tighten it with the screws so I can able to mount my red dot on the top. And they also offer a mag well so I can reload my mag faster. And by the way, they also extended and enlarged this mag release, so it's easier to release the mag. And then I find that the hand grip actually there are a groove on both sides. So once you grab this weapon, it's easy and comfortable to carry and use it. And the adjustable rear sight. So I think maybe this BB gun is just for the IPSC, and maybe that's why they offer the CO2 cartridge magazine. The magazine capacity about 70 rounds, and for the IPSC competition, the CO2 cartridge will offer you stable power resource. That also means you can have a stable FPS performance. In a competition, maybe it's very important because you can realize that the BB bullet will go to the place where you want it to go. And later we will test the FPS. And now I want to field strip this weapon, and before you start to field strip it, you got to know there are 2 holes you got to line it up. Once you line it up, you can press the lock pins and remove it. But when you remove the lock pin, you'll have to notice that there's a small springs between the lock pin and the frame. These pins, I suppose that it should be able to lock the lock pins, so when the CO2 cartridge provides extremely high pressures, the recoil will shock and the spring will keep the lock pin in the right position. And now I want to pull out the slide, but according to my experience, I suggest you just upside down and then you can pull out the slide. And you can see the BXA systems right here. The BXA system is similar like the hole offset, and the KWC call it the BXA. And there are 2 small springs. The soft spring provide fast recoil travels in the first beginning, and the stronger spring will offer you faster speed to kick the slide back to the start position. And now I would like to show you how to take out the inner barrels. And the user manuals didn't suggest you to do this all the time. Maybe that's because it's not easy to do it. The first step is push the springs and compress it to the limit. Then you can press the outer barrels to the front. Then you can pull out the inner tube. It's not easy because the spring is very strong. Now you can see the BXA system. Actually looks very similar, right? Okay. Now is the recoil spring and spring guide tube. And the last one is the cap. The cap hides inside the slide. And at last, you can pull out the outer barrel. You got to rotate it a little bit so you can just fit to pass through the slide and pull out the outer barrel. And that's the field strip. And now let's test the FPS to see if the CO2 cartridge can offer the stable FPS. This is a brand new CO2 cartridge, and I pressed the valve to show you the CO2 cartridge is still locking. Okay. Okay, when we finish the test, there's just an earthquake, but it's fine. Let's keep going. The FPS stay in about 310, but the last run dropped to the 299. Okay, maybe the FPS a little different, but I think maybe in the competitions, they still offer stable power resource, especially in cold weathers. So I think maybe this gun will be helpful in IPSC competitions. Okay, the phone is ringing. I got to answer the phone. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.